I like building skyscrapers and crazy cities in Cities Skylines too, but there's always lots of low density demand. Okay, I will build more low density, but I will only build that. And I will only stop once the game crashes. Let's see what happens. We will need a lot of space to build a city using only low density, so I found the perfect map for it. It's fully flat, 100% buildable area and enough space for all of our developments. As always, we start on milestone 0, but this time building should be really easy. Let's start on this one corner, get in the 2-lane road, and the grid tool will be our best friend this video. Let's keep everything close to the city border, drag it out as far as it can go, and then drag out the largest grid possible. That's enough roads to immediately hit milestone 1, and that unlocks medium density housing, but we will never need it. Honestly, for most cities this would already be a lot of space to zone, but not for us, because today we are just going ahead and filling all this area with low density homes, low density businesses, and I guess industry is also a type of low density. And with the entire grid zoned, let's start the time and see how things develop. Here and there, things are building in, but I just realized we don't even have an outside connection yet. So for now, let's just get in a 4-lane road. I built it along the entire outside of the grid, and hopefully that will help with traffic flow. So I'm just connecting up every few intersection. With that, we have an outside connection. We can see the first people moving in, but also a low density city needs services. So let's get in a water tower, some wind turbines, a small medical clinic, and sewage is kind of a problem. There's no river or natural water to dump it. So let's actually try something out. I wonder, can I just rebuild a road in some way and then dump the sewage out of the map? My hope is that this sewage that goes out here will just disappear into the infinite ocean. I guess we will find out. I will check back to this sewage outlet later in this video. Now we have all the basic services covered. We're still losing money and we have medium density demand, which we're not going to build that. But for now, let's just wait and see what happens with this area. Things are zoning in well. We're really getting in a low density neighborhood right here. We have also unlocked milestone 2, which mostly gives higher density homes, but also education. By now we have a population of 327 and people are really happy about all these spacious homes. Well, I think there will only be super spacious homes. Checking back here with our sewage outlet. That seems to be working great for now, but some of these industrial buildings are complaining about a lack of labor. So let's try to get in more people faster by providing education, as well as lowering residential taxes to 0%. That way people should be moving in faster, and some people are even moving in by foot. That's interesting. I've never seen that, but usually you also only have highway outside connections. That's maybe why there are so few cars around here. I mean, if we look in this neighborhood, these streets are all basically empty. It's just people walking around. Maybe only building low density is the perfect city layout. Let's see what happens when we expand. Right now, everyone is also super happy about everything. And why not build in the first special buildings that we have? First, the rock musician mansion, the Fleur d'été. That's about it for now. And I guess while things are zoning in right here, in the meantime, let's build out yet another massive grid. We already did it once. Just drag out a road to the maximum and then build the largest grid possible. That way we also hit milestone 3. And I'm going to continue the same strategy by surrounding our grid with some roads of higher capacity. And one thing that's always useful when you have like 2 grids that have a collector in between them is to build some overpasses. That way not everyone traveling between these 2 grids has to go through like this intersection and clog up the main arteries. And just like that, we have a whole new area where this time, let's build it in the UK style. So we have this UK low density housing. There's actually 3 types of it. So let's try all of these out. And then they're also getting the UK graveyard to go with it, as well as the UK style primary school. These homes definitely look different. Here are the usual American ones. And honestly, this American part has almost fully zoned in. It's just that we're missing businesses and industry. So it seems like we will actually need a whole lot of area for low density homes. But luckily we just opened up this British area where lots of people are immediately building their homes. Oh no, a house is burning. And we do not have a single fire station in our city yet. The UK one is too expensive. So let's get a normal firehouse in the area where we started and hope that this fire engine is fast enough. Oh, and the house burned down. And here the fire truck arrives, but the fire is already out. You're too late, man. Gotta be faster next time. The house just despawned. And look at this British neighborhood. We have these type of detached homes. These ones here look like medium density row homes, but they are actually the UK low density terraced housing. And then we have the semi-detached housing or like these duplex homes, but these are also low density. So we're doing everything by the rule book. By now we have reached milestone 4, and with it we have a new zoning type, which are low density offices. Oh, there's another fire, but this time the fire truck was just in time. So far our city is profitable, even though we have 0% residential tax, but we're not growing as fast anymore. But at the same time, people are not really happy. They're complaining about high crime risk, lack of entertainment, and unreliable healthcare coverage. So let's take care of that. First, we can get in a UK police station. I wonder if they also control social media posts of my citizens. Then let's get in some parks, and I'm just using the bicycle park. That will even allow people to park their bikes. And then I'm spending some development points on advanced road services and larger roads, as well as the crematorium, the recycling center, college, university, and park maintenance. That already shows where we are heading with this city. For now, I'm just adding another park, and the happiness is already increasing. Other things to increase happiness might also be these UK special buildings. There are a lot of them, and they have this additional well-being modifier. So let's get some of them in. Multiple petrol stations, some pubs. I'm not getting in these pubs. They look like a higher density type of home. So I'm only getting in those special buildings that look like they're of the low density kind. Our people have reached the maximum happiness again. And to manage the services, I'm adding in some districts. 2 large grids should be 1 district for now. That way we can manage the services better. But then I'm also wondering, there's no additional industrial demand. It might be because of our low population, but then I also don't get why aren't more people moving in. They seem to be really happy here. Sure, we could add a bit of internet coverage and another medical clinic, but does that actually help? At least the bicycle parks are being used, and there are always some bikes zooming by. I think we have no other choice than just to wait and see what will happen. The city is definitely still growing. There's so many cranes on the horizon. And to me, it's just so surprising that there are basically no cars here. There's lots of bikes zooming by and there's lots of people walking. But for some reason, even though I have roads as outside connections, no one chooses to take cars. And we also still have the same problem that almost no one wants to open a business here, whether that's industry or some of the normal businesses or even offices here on the right. There's still lots of empty areas in those regards. We've hit milestone 6. By now we're very close to unlocking high density homes, which means we have basically already unlocked everything that we're going to build in this video. But we still need to do some changes to add more population faster. One idea I have is, well, the specialized industry, that surely counts as low density, right? So I built a whole new grid, connected it up with the same road layout, but this time also using the wider 6-lane road. Oh, I don't think I can zone anything here. That's a bit too high. I fixed the road height, and now if industry doesn't want to spawn in on its own, let's just get it in by zoning it ourselves. So each of the grids here are getting their own type of industrial building. That's one row of livestock farming, one row of grain farms, one row of inland fish farm, one row of stone mines, one row of vegetable farming, one row of ore mines, one row of cotton farms, and finally one row of oil mines. All this should really boost our industry. So let's take a look at it. Of course, it consumes a whole lot of water. Let's just add more water towers. And we are unlocking tons of new special buildings from it. Let's also get in all these special buildings. All these provide additional industrial efficiency to the city. We already have a plus 50 industrial efficiency, which also makes all these industrial buildings very, very profitable. By now, they're the type that pays the most amount of taxes, 1.2 million a month. That's like the largest part of our entire budget. But still, it seems like not many industrial buildings want to zone in. But we have covered almost all of the residential area with low density homes. So let's build out a new grid. And to switch things up, let's put in Japanese low-density housing. Just this entire area. On the side, we will have Japanese low-density businesses and some more low-density offices. I'm adding the Japanese medical center. There is also a Japanese recycling center. This is the first recycling center in our entire city. And a Japanese elementary school. This one is really, really big. And it seems like these Japanese homes are really popular. By the time I've built this, already so many have zoned in. Look at how crazy this UK area looks. I mean, this is just so crazy. This really doesn't look like our city only has a population of 9,000. And traffic is still looking pretty great. It seems like there's a few more cars, but still most of these roads are empty, apart from a few bikes and pedestrians. At this point, my game literally just crashed. There was no save or autosave of this map. After this recording session where the game just crashes, I'm just really demotivated. So here's my message to Iceflake Studios and Paradox. If you get to it, please activate autosave as default. Sometimes when the game updates, it just gets disabled again and I forget to turn it back on. It's just really annoying, and you have the feature in game. I had so many ideas for this city. I wanted to reach 100,000 population and the highest milestone megalopolis. If you want to see me try again, let me know in the comments and subscribe. Thank you for watching until the end. Have a great rest of your day and happy gaming.